huge setback for Thalapathy Vijay. His Jana Nayagan, which was slated for a Pongal release in the morning, has now been delayed till the 21st of January is when the next court hearing will take place. The High Court, the Madras High Court under Chief Justice has now stayed and temporarily stayed the order that was given by the single judge bench in the morning that had paved the way for Jana Nayagan's release on Pongal. So now it's a setback for Thalapathy Vijay, and remains to be seen whether the producers of the movie will now move Supreme Court or will they wait it out till the 21st of January. Let's get in Vijay Gopal Muralidharan, the other Vijay, on the broadcast for an update on how things have unfolded through the day. The fact that, what started as a major relief has actually now become a huge setback for Jana Nayagan and Thalapathy Vijay. What more can you tell us? The commentary that came in the court and the reasons why the movie is not going to release tomorrow. Okay, before I come to you, Vijay, I'm going to get in an important voice from Tamil Nadu Congress. That is Manikam Tagore. He's a member of parliament from Tamil Nadu. Important voice in the Congress party. Mr. Tagore, how do you read the fact that this is an important political thriller for TVK and actor Vijay, and that's been delayed now till the 21st of January?
Yeah, this is another level of misuse of another organization by Modi Shah regime. We all know that they had been misusing ED, CBI and income tax for long years. Now they have started to misuse another organization called as Censor Board. Censor Board has become weaponized now, and they are able to misuse that, and the whole government is just jumping to stop.
But sir, this is a legal setback. This is a legal setback.
I'll tell you this, let me hear it, then you don't get angry when I am attacking BJP. BJP government, particularly Mr. Amit Shah, after his visit to Trichy, after that only these things are happening, and we all know that for any films release or something, India's Solicitor General doesn't appear. India's Solicitor General Tushar Mehtaji has appeared, and he is one of those people who are very close to Mr. Amit Shah. And the way the government is jumping up and down to stop a film is unheard of it. And we feel that the attack on the art of Tamil Nadu is unacceptable. I have not read the order. I'll comment about the order after reading it.
Okay.
But politically, we are very clear that it is a politics being done by BJP to suppress the other voices of Tamil Nadu.
Mr. Tagore, I gave you all the time on the broadcast, and I will continue to do so, and I request you to stay with us, except that I was pointing out that it was a legal setback. Nothing that is, that was an important aspect that I had to highlight, that it's a Madras High Court Chief Justice which had stayed the earlier single judge bench order that came in during the day. But let me now get in an important voice as well. Salim Dharanidharan, who's joining us on the broadcast with his quick take as well on how he sees the fact that there is now no Jana Nayagan tomorrow over the Pongal weekend.
I have to go now. Hello?
Yes,
Can
Mr.
you hear me?
Dharanidharan. Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
See, I think it's very clear that
Only
BJP
Parani
sabotage.
Shakti on the Pongal weekend, no Jana Nayagan.
See, the whole thing is, I think, the BJP sabotage, BJP's template. Either they want to threaten Vijay or they're angry with him because he refused to join the alliance. That's a fact. Of course, Vijay may have a problem with us, the TVK may have a problem with us, but as a movie, this is a self-sabotage. The CBI income tax, how it's been used to damage opposition parties, this is exactly what they are doing. This is what is exactly happening. And Censor Board has now joined the list of institutions that has been BJPized. So it's now become one of the wings of the BJP. Otherwise, there is no reason for them to appeal, and there is no reason for the Advocate General to come and appeal, which itself clearly makes it that it's BJP that is opposing the movie. The fact that the Advocate General of the Union government should had to apply, had to appear on this matter. That itself makes it profoundly clear.
Mr. Dharanidharan, it was a legal setback that has come in for Jana Nayagan and for actor Vijay. It's a legal setback that came in from the Madras High Court. Where has the BJP come in the midst of this?
No, both the matters will have to be decoupled. The first matter is that is that Censor Board not giving the permission. That is the important matter here. The legal matter comes later. Why is the Censor Board not given? 3 weeks has passed. And did they say from the beginning itself, oh, this movie is violating certain sections of the Act? No. They had initially agreed with certain number of cuts. They submitted a certain number of cuts. It was accepted. Last month, only one member out of the 4 members raised an objection, which all looks very shady, right? And look at the timing. How many previous movies of Vijay have they done this? No. This is maybe the first movie in 10 years. So all this makes it very clear to me that it's political sabotage by the BJP. DMK may be against TVK and Vijay, but we are not against him as an actor or him acting in the movie. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Political sabotage by the BJP is the word coming in from both the DMK and the Congress. Let's get in Veera Raghav as well as Sam Daniels, my colleagues tracking this story from the word go. Veera, to you first, and you know, Sam, come in there as well, which is that you heard the political reactions coming in there. Both DMK as well as the Congress said that this is nothing but political sabotage.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's the perception that will gain ground as well. Remember, there are BJP leaders as well privately who seem to have been surprised by the fact that the Censor Board, the Certification Board did not give clearance for the film. It's a political undercurrent that will play out. And let's not forget that Vijay has been summoned by the CBI on the 12th of January as well in the Stampede case. So that political dimension, of course, playing out. But let's just get the facts of the case at the moment that we have so far. This morning, there was a stinging order from the Madras High Court, which sort of indicted the Censor Board for targeting Vijay-starrer Jana Nayagan and not giving the certification and calling that erroneous. And then in the evening, the Chief Justice has stayed that single judge order and has posted the matter to January 21st, which means no Jana Nayagan release till the 21st of January. Any other details you're picking up from the court, Sam? Because there are multiple political connotations as we've been discussing and tracking. But let's understand what the courts are saying at the moment.
One, the court has said the single judge ought to have given enough time for the Film Certification Board to file their counter, and that is in a sense one-sided and denial of fair justice. Secondly, they've also questioned the film producers. How can they pressure the court to grant certification by giving the release date first and then expecting the CBFC and the court to comply with that or to facilitate that? Thirdly, the producers also argued that the Film Certification Board has no need to have ordered for a revision after having cleared the film, suggesting changes to be made, and then coming back saying it has to be done by a fresh committee.
Right.
Now, this means technically till the 21st of January, the film cannot be released unless the producers decide to go to the Supreme Court and the top court gives them some kind of relief.
That's right. But even if that has to happen, that cannot happen tomorrow, day after. It's a weekend. It'll have to happen only on Monday. And then you will have a further prolonged battle that's going to play out. So Pongal weekend is going to be a single film run as far as the big blockbuster is concerned in Tamil Nadu, which is Parashakti. We can say that with a certainty, at least till this festival season's over. Jana Nayagan's not going to hit the screen.
This clash of the two box office films was expected. Now it's going to be only Parashakti. Around 500 screens across the country and some other parts of the world as well. And its advantage, Parashakti, it was expected to be a very big box office clash, and now it's all the way to
it's going to be just Parashakti. So that's really the political connotation there, Gauri, that you're going to have one film hit the scenes in a dichotomy of films that we were expecting. But the impression of Vijay being targeted by the CBFC, because it's already very clear in Tamil Nadu, and I think the sense is that Vijay versus DMK is the rivalry that's playing out, and Vijay being targeted by the DMK in Tamil Nadu is not something that's a new narrative here. But the fact that the CBFC, and there was a sense that the BJP was warming up to Vijay after the Stampede case, there was a sense that multiple political players were warming up to him. Now the perception that he is being targeted by the CBFC will be the undercurrent that's going to play out. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out, but as you rightly pointed out, it's a matter before the courts, and the courts will have to finally decide the issue, given that it's no one less than the Chief Justice of the Madras High Court who's ordered a stay in the morning order and has posted the matter for the 21st of January.
Veera and Sam, stay with with me. I'm going to come to the politics of it, but I want to quickly now get in Vijay Gopal as well to talk about the specifics of the commentary that came in from the court. You know, what exactly the commentary came out. If you could take us through take our viewers through the exact commentary that came in from the Madras High Court.
The main argument by the CBFC side is enough time was not, opportunity or time was not given to the CBFC to file a counter affidavit. Earlier during the hearing before the single bench, CBFC asked 3 weeks time to file the counter affidavit. But before that the judge pronounced order. Even this morning while pronouncing order, the CBFC argued saying that enough time was not given for them to file counter affidavit. So it is unfair. So this was the as the writ petition appeal petition filed against the single bench order before the Chief Justice bench, and then they argued saying that the prayer from the production house was not to quash the CBFC chairman referring the movie to the revision committee. But the judge in the order mentioned that the quashing the CBFC chairman referring the movie to the revision committee, which is also unfair, which was not part of the prayer from the petition. So these were the arguments put forward by the CBFC side. But however, the other side of the KVN production side argued saying that how come they raised a question, how come a member of the examine committee can raise a complaint from 5 of the member. One of the member who raised the complaint is from the member. How can it is possible? This was the question asked by the production house. But however, CJ was not happy. He said that enough time should be given to the CBFC to file the counter affidavit, and one production house can pressure the court by creating a false urgency by announcing a release date without having the certificate, the Censor Board certificate, physical certificate in hand. So with this, Chief Justice gave order saying that he is withholding the order of single bench order.
All right. Veera, let me come back to you, both to you, Veera and Sam, which is that the one place where cinema and politics merge most seamlessly is in Tamil Nadu, which is also going to go to polls in just a couple of months from now. Walk our viewers through the politics of it. You know, the fact that there is serious allegations being leveled about sabotage coming in just on the eve of its release and so on and so forth, and the larger impact that this is likely to have.
Well, yes, it's as I was pointing out a short while ago, Gauri. The impression is one that would perhaps many believe bolster Vijay's position politically, at least as one that gives him that kind of sympathy. And I'll ask Sam if he agrees with it. But remember, this is not just about films and politics, right? This is also about the right to release a film and the whole issue of certification and the use of perhaps the CBFC, as some would allege, in a political context. The question of the right to release the film, the fact that you have so many films that have been released and suddenly one has a problem of this nature, which is a highly politically charged film, and one that's a huge revenue spinner, not just for the producers because they're the rich ones, right? But we're talking about the small theatre owners, the small distributors who would have loaned money out to distribute this film. And it's going to really hit the industry hard in many ways, Sam.
It's going to be multi-layered, as you said, not just the star, not just the producers, but theatre owners, distributors. They would have paid. It's a big gamble for them, and it's a Pongal release, Vijay's farewell film. They all expected this to become a blockbuster to make money, but now they'll all suffer losses. Producers, in one sense, they can take the money. They will also hope that this publicity would also, whenever the film is released, help the film have a good run. But politically, as you said, it's going to help Vijay in a phenomenal way. The party hopes that every such delay would automatically imply that the BJP is behind that in their view, and they would try to take political mileage of this.
Though they have not made the allegation public. In fact, I spoke
quite silent about that. They making it purely a legal battle, but they are capitalizing on the public perception that some forces behind this, and that will help them, they hope.
I want to know, Gauri, one of the most interesting aspects of this is that the last 2 days, no TVK spokesperson has agreed to speak on Jana Nayagan. They're willing to speak on any other issue, but not on the Jana Nayagan issue because they say the matter is sub judice and all. I wonder if they will speak now. Because remember, it is a charged issue, and so much so that there's been no public show of outrage from the fans, no question of fans coming out and saying that no crowds, nowhere. Everything's it's normal, as if nothing happened at the theatres where the huge cutouts of Vijay are, where we will be in a short while from now. So multiple political connotations to take away from this. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out. I wonder if the TVK will respond this evening at least to what's happened at the Madras High Court.
All right, I'm going to leave it there. Veera Raghav, Sam Daniels giving us a lowdown on the politics of this and Vijay Gopal Muralidharan standing outside Madras High Court walking us through the specifics of the case. And Vijay, I'm going to ask you just that the legal options that the producers of the movie have, which is to challenge this in the Supreme Court or to wait it out to the 21st?
It is not clear yet what would be the option which was preferred by the production house, but just now we got some inside information from the Madras High Court, the legal team of the production house. One of the advocate spoke to us via WhatsApp. He mentioned that they are under discussion what are all the options before the production house. Possibly they are looking to appeal against this before the Supreme Court, but we have to wait and see. As the CJ bench posted the case on January 21, is it possible to go for an appeal? But very sure the production house is looking for option to make a try, because they are inside the court itself, the discussion among the legal team is going on. Just now we hear those information from the advocate. One of the advocate confirmed to NDTV saying that the discussion is on regarding the possible option. They are looking for more option to appeal before the Supreme Court, and we'll get more information. We will get a clear information once the detailed order being uploaded by the division bench, CJ bench. Then only we will get a clear order what are all the options there and what production house is going to take a decision on this.
We are yet to know whether this will be challenged in the Supreme Court. Remember, this is the Madras Chief Justice, Madras High Court Chief Justice, who has said and stayed the order that was given by the single judge bench, which had paved the way for the release of Jana Nayagan tomorrow. That is the Pongal weekend. But now with the stay coming in, it is unclear when the release will take place, and also unclear as to whether this will go all the way till the Supreme Court or not. Any words so far from the producers till now, Vijay?
No, production house day before yesterday released a detailed statement saying that there is no mention of date for the movie release, but now another setback from the Madras High Court, so it is not clear whether when will be the movie get released before because the first case is on January 21, and now they are looking option to appeal before the Supreme Court also, but we have to wait and see what would be the official statement from the production house. Like Veera mentioned, no TVK spokesperson or no TVK leaders reacted officially over to this. Even Vijay has a tendency to react over the controversy. Whenever the controversy happened for his movie, very lastly only he would be the last person to react over this. So TVK, but it is a big question whether today TVK Chief Vijay or actor Vijay will give any sort of statement regarding the ongoing controversy, because he has to give a voice to his fans, because all fans is waiting for the movie to get released. So he has to give some sort of statement. We have to wait and see whether Vijay is going to react over this. Now we are looking for more. The production house is looking for more option. We will get clear idea once the verdict, the CJ bench verdict, get updated on the website.
All right, breaking news coming in right now. Inputs regarding this story that we are tracking, which is that Team Jana Nayagan is all set to move Supreme Court. Exactly what we've been discussing right now, which is that the legal option available for Jana Nayagan, the Team Jana Nayagan, and they're going to exercise, which is that they will move Supreme Court against the order by the Madras High Court Chief Justice, which had stayed the release, which was set for tomorrow. The big Pongal weekend that the filmmakers said was very critical because they've invested a lot of money, about 500 crores. And Pongal weekend was extremely important for them. Vijay, this is exactly what we were talking about, the legal options in front of Team Jana Nayagan, and it seems that they're going to be exercising just that. How soon could this now come up for hearing? They're going to put it up for urgent hearing.
Yeah, that's right. You know, when the argument concluded and when the Chief Justice concluded dictating the order, immediately the counsel representing the production house urged the CJ to upload the order as soon as possible. Immediately CJ laughed for that. That's what we heard from the inside the court. So which means the team Jana Nayagan is looking for the option to approach the Supreme Court against the order now. But just now we got information inside the court from the one of the team of the advocate saying that their discussion is underway right now. It's going on, and very soon they will take a decision over approaching the Supreme Court or what are all the other options they have on the hand. But as of now, it is not clear, as the court, the CJ has posted or adjourned the case on January 21. Whether is it possible to go for an appeal, whether the Supreme Court will accept the appeal, we have to wait and see what would be the Supreme Court decision on that, because the team, even though team Jana Nayagan approached the Supreme Court, what would be the observation from the Supreme Court Justice, because the case would be pending before the Madras High Court CJ bench. So is it possible for that? We will get a clear picture as when we able to spoke with a few advocates here. Advocates are still inside the court. We'll get more information once they come out from the court.
To grab some of those lawyers, let me now also rope in Vasudha Venugopal, my colleague, joining us on the broadcast with more details on how this is panning out. Vasudha, it seems like the legal fight over Jana Nayagan is only just beginning. After a day of drama in Madras High Court, it seems the action is now going to shift to the Supreme Court.
Well, we've been saying this, Gauri, that Vijay is the X factor this election, and it looks like he is the one who's emerging as the most important controversial factor this election, and starting with the legal hurdles around Jana Nayagan. Jana Nayagan is also expected to really boost his political personality, politics, which is why there was a lot of expectation, curiosity on what this movie will do. And now that the CBFC's decision has been taken into account, and that the single judge order has been stayed by the Madras High Court, it's important to understand that this movie may not release anytime soon. It may take a few more days, which is why fans are likely to be not just disappointed, they're likely to be upset and angry. And the other factor is that Parasakti is getting released tomorrow. Parasakti is also a deeply politicized movie. It also plays on Tamil sentiment. It talks about the anti-Hindi agitations of the 60s, something that defined the politics of Tamil Nadu. So, in some ways, this is becoming not just a shadow fight, but an open fight between the TVK and the BJP and the TVK and the DMK, with coincidentally DMK and the BJP on one side, because the DMK's backed movie has been sort of cleared, while Jana Nayagan faces one legal hurdle after the other. And like Vijay has been reporting, we understand that TVK itself is likely to approach legal options now. And what we understand from TVK sources is that they've requested the Chief Justice to issue the division bench order as soon as possible, so that they can approach the Supreme Court. But they are going to Supreme Court. They are exploring legal options, is what we know for sure.
Mm-hmm. And Vasudha, in the midst of all this, there's also the massive politics around it, right? I mean, in Tamil Nadu, you know this better, that cinema so, seamlessly merges into the political landscape of the state, more so with elections round the corner. This has huge political connotations to it. The fact that you have a DMK-backed movie getting a complete free run at the big Pongal weekend, and you have TVK's Jana Nayagan getting delayed by at least a fortnight.
That's right. In fact, that's the intriguing factor here. Somebody was explaining to us yesterday there are about 900 theatres in the city alone in the state, and 500 were supposed to play Jana Nayagan, 400 Parasakti. Parasakti is not that big a movie compared to Vijay's blockbuster. But now imagine all of them will be playing Parasakti. So this is quite a boost for the DMK's political movie, and the DMK clearly is also going to use this as political propaganda, because remember, Gauri, that in the last few years the anti-Hindi agitation in Tamil Nadu had also in some ways not really been as robust as it used to be in the past, because clearly there are sensitivities on all sides. People understand that. Now this is a movie that's also an excellent opportunity for the DMK to showcase its potential, why it was founded and why it is necessary. So it's going to go all out to promote Parasakti, which is getting released tomorrow as per date, as per schedule, while Jana Nayagan, has failed to clear those legal hurdles. And now, the little glimmer of hope that was, that was seen by fans in the morning today with Justice P.T. Asha's order that CBFC has to issue certification soon, and the movie has to be released. That now is all really, it's all gone with a staying of that order, and the new date will be announced only when these legal hurdles get over. Now TVK has to completely focus on its legal approach. Remember that it's also a fledgling new party, so we've seen TVK also struggling with its approach when the Karur stampede happened. It didn't really know what to do. It doesn't have a lot of seasoned politicians like other political parties. Everyone is a newbie there, but yes, they're all resting on the popularity of Vijay. And if it's cinema is something that they understand, but politics is probably something that they don't understand. So clearly, they also will have to figure out what is the best way to give a fight back. Till now, they've all been very well-mannered. Fans have not really been spilling out their anger on streets. But now we'll have to see how the fans of Vijay and also his own political cadre, his supporters, take this decision.